Hello students, I am Professor Smita Parte, Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Engineering Department, Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. So, we are going to discuss the topic Design of Database Management System under the subject Database Management System CS 302. Okay, so uh, now we are going to discuss the overview of database design. Design the logical and physical structure of one or more databases to accommodate the information needs of the user in an organization for a defined set of application. Whenever a user wants some kind of application for its usage, so the requirement gathering is done from the designer of that application, and designer of that application want to gather all types of requirement of that particular user working in particular organization and design it at logical and physical level. He or she needs to take care about the different views of the database designs. Means what is the requirement at the logical conceptual view, what is the requirement at the external view uh, or what is the requirement at the physical level. So all these things need to be kept in mind while the designing. Next, the goals of database design. So first goal of the database design is to satisfy the information content requirement of the specified user and application. Means whenever a designing is takes place, it must satisfy the information content requirement of that particular user and the application for which we are going to design that database. Okay, now second goal of the database design: provide a natural and easy to understand structuring of the information. Means there should be proper structuring of the information, and that should be in natural and easy way. Okay, this is the second goal of the database design. Third goal of the database design, that is the support processing requirement and any performance objectives. So processing requirement and performance objectives are response time should be minimum, processing time should be minimum, and the memory which it is going to be consumed, it should be minimum. Okay, all these things need to be kept in mind. Now, ER model, designing we done by the ER modeling. ER stands for entity relational uh, model. Okay, so first step of that ER modeling is requirement collection and analysis. So this is the first step in designing any database application. This is an informal process that involves discussion and studies and analyzing the expectations of the user and the intended usage of databases. Okay, what happens in this case? All the requirement of the user which is going to use that database or application need to be collected and need to be analyzed properly. Okay, what are the different intentions and anticipations of that user need to be structured in a proper document. Under this we have to understand the following. So in case of requirement collection and analysis, we need to think over these 3 points: what data is to be stored in a database, what applications must be built, what operations can be used. Okay, these three things need to be keep in mind. Example, for a customer database, data is basically what data is needed in customer database: customer name, customer city, and customer number. Okay, so in this way, requirement collection and analysis part is done. Now the conceptual database design. The information gathered in the requirement analysis step is used to develop a higher level description of the data. This is the one step above from the requirement analysis. The goal of conceptual database design is complete understanding of the database structure, meaning interrelationships and constraints. Okay, This happens in the conceptual database design. Basically, the features of this phase is first one is expressiveness. The data model should be expressive to distinguish different types of data, relationships, and constraints. So it should be in proper expressiveness form. The data model, in terms of data, in terms of relationships, and in terms of whatever rules and regulations we want to impose. Second one, it should be simple and understandable. Means simplicity and understandability must be the property of this phase. The model should be simple to understand the concept. Third one is minimality. So minimality means the model should have small number of basic concept. Fourth one is the diagrammatic representation. It must be the part of our designing. The model should have a diagrammatic notation for displaying the conceptual schema. Okay, so these are the basically features. Next one is formality. A conceptual schema expressed in the data model must represent a formal specification of data, as given in this example, like customer name, it should be in a string form because it is the listing of characters. Customer number, it should be integer. Customer city, it should again be in a string form because like Bhopal, we are writing in the set of characters. Okay, now the third phase, logical database design. Under this, we must choose a DBMS to implement a database design and convert the conceptual database design to a database schema. So we need to do this. The choice of database management system is gone by number of factors. So whatever things we are going to think in this designing, we need to consider the economic factors and organization factors. So by keeping these factors, we can increase the performance of database. Thank you.